Hello, dear friends. Welcome back. Welcome back to Mabel Loves Football. We're back again with a new topic. We're going to discuss. We're going to do a reaction of Europa League group stage draw. Basically, we're going to talk about Arsenal, Manchester United, and some extent Roma. These are three big teams that are in this competition. Of course, we know Roma are coached by Mourinho. They have some good players there. They have Tommy Abraham from Chelsea, who used to be a Chelsea player. They also have Matic, who used to be a Man United and Chelsea player. They also have Dybala, who used to be a Juventus player and Palermo player. So these are big players at Roma. So we're looking at Roma. They're in Group C, together with Ludogorets, Real Betis, and HJK. So we'll be discussing about that. And again, we'll also talk about Arsenal in Group A. Arsenal are going to be facing PSV and Hoven, Bordeaux GLMT. And then they'll also have Zurich. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. What you think about Arsenal, what you think about Manchester United. They'll be playing against Man United. Will be in Group E. They'll be playing against Real Sociedad, Sheriff, and Omonia. So if you think Manchester United are going to lead that group, you can go ahead and tell me in the comment section below what you think about Manchester United, what you think about Arsenal, and what you think about Roma. These are the three big teams that we will be expecting them to carry on with this competition. Probably the three of them, one of these teams are going to win this competition. We know Jose Mourinho has a history of winning this competition. He won it with Manchester United, and then he also won UEFA Conference League with Roma. So he has a precedent. He has a history of winning trophies, and probably this season he will also do it again, the second time with Roma. And Arsenal, they got to the finals. Last time they got to the finals, they played against Chelsea in Baku. That's when Sarri was coaching Chelsea. So we'll be expecting them also to take this competition serious. Probably they will win it this season. So, and again, Man United, the last time they won it, of course, they won it with Jose Mourinho when Jose was their coach at United. So we expect them to take it serious this season and go ahead and win it. They have an easy draw. I'll expect them to. The only challenge probably they will meet is when they will be playing against Real Sociedad and probably Sheriff. You remember Sheriff, the newcomers. They were the newcomers of Champions League last season, and they beat Real Madrid. You remember them beating Real Madrid at Bernabeu. So this is a very serious team. So Manchester United should tread carefully when they play against Sheriff. Against Real Sociedad, of course, the Spain teams, they always pose a challenge to this English Premier League team. So we'll be expecting Manchester United to get an opposition there. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. What you think about Man United? What you think about Arsenal? Arsenal are also going to get a challenge when they're playing against PSV and Hoven. Those are Netherlands giants, because at the moment we know PSV and Hoven are under Ruud van Nistelrooy. They have formed a very formidable team there, and I'm expecting them this season to go and win a Netherlands title. Of course, they are doing well this season and they have good players, so they are building up well, and that is going to pose a challenge to Arsenal. So tell me what you think in the comment section below, where you're watching us from, where you've tuned from, and tell us the team that you support. If you're one of the people who support Arsenal, you can go ahead and tell me what you think about Arsenal. If you're one of the people who support Manchester United, go ahead and tell me what you think about Manchester United. Do you think they have an easy draw? Do you think they are going to make it this season? Are they going to win it? Are they going to win it so that they can get a chance? See, a winner of Europa League always get a chance to participate in the Champions League the coming season. So if Manchester United will find it hard through the Premier League to at least finish in one of the top 4 teams in England, they can go ahead and win Europa League and get a chance to participate. Like the last time they won it, they did not finish in the top four, so they did got a chance to qualify to the Champions League through that process. So for me, I think I'll start with the first group. Of course, that is Arsenal. Arsenal versus Arsenal will having that in that group. They will be with PSV and Hoven. PSV and Hoven, of course, we know this is one of the giants from Netherlands. It's going to be a very tough match when they be facing PSV and Hoven. Another team that probably will pose a challenge is Boldo GLMT. This is a team that plays in. It's a team that plays in Norway. They are in Norway. Yeah, I think they're in Norway. And last time when I saw them play, I did see them play at UEFA Conference League, and that is when I saw them meet Roma. They played against Roma, and Roma really got a heavy defeat when they played against them. They got a 6-0 defeat against this team, Bodo GLMT. So this is a very formidable team. It's a team that has young talents, very quick players. They build from the back. They play attractive football. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be a tough fixture against Boldo GLMT. So Arsenal fans, you can go ahead and tell me what you think about this team. Have you done any research to see? Have you really done any research to see how this team plays? So Zurich, I'm not so much aware of how Zurich plays, but I'm sure for those who are Arsenal supporters, I'm very sure that you've done research about these teams. But generally, I can say you have a very easy group. You have a very easy group, so you can go ahead and win this group. So talk about Man United. Man United are in Group E. When you look at United, of course, this is one of the main ways of probably winning it and qualifying to the Champions League through this process. The last time they did it, they were with Jose Mourinho. They won it, and they qualified directly to the Champions League. So it's going to be a good chance for them to at least show their might, win it, and qualify to the Champions League. Of course, in this group they have Real Sociedad, a team that is good. I mean, the problem is that now they've lost one of their best strikers, that is Alexander Isak, who has joined Newcastle United. So that will be a challenge for them. That is the only challenge I think they'll be having, because they've lost their best striker, that is Alexander Isak, to Newcastle. But Real Sociedad is a very formidable team. It's a team that I'm very sure is going to pose a challenge to Manchester United in this group. Sheriff, the other thing, the one thing that we have to say about it, is a very tricky team. The last time I saw Sheriff play, I saw Sheriff play against Real Madrid, and they really pose a challenge. They beat Real Madrid at home. So I think Sheriff is going to give Man United a very big challenge. So for that, in that group, according to my prediction, I think Man United will, if they play well, they are going to lead. They probably will win all their games. Again, they probably win all the games. Between Real Sociedad and Sheriff, I'm not sure which team are going to get into the final. To qualify to the next stage. But I think Real Sociedad has an upper hand to qualify. Sheriff also, they are not a team that you can wash away. So I think it's going to be a battle between Real Sociedad, and Sheriff to qualify to the next stage. So welcome, Cyrus.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome. We are talking about Europa League draw. And if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give us your comment. Tell us what you think about Arsenal, Man United, and to some extent Roma. These are the three big teams that are in this competition. These are the teams that we expect one of them to go ahead and win this trophy. So we have Arsenal, we have Roma, we have Manchester United. They've all in Arsenal is in Group A. Arsenal in Group A with PSV and Hoven, Bodo GLMT and Zurich. I think Arsenal in Group A, the only team that is a bit recognized is PSV. What do you think about Arsenal in this group, Cyrus?
Arsenal.
Yeah.
To start with, naweza sema Arsenal this season. So naona top the group. Na probably anaweza chukua hiyo kitu kwa Europa. If they continue with the same formation in your corner.
Yeah. And then, have you seen PSG play? Because I'm very sure PSG are a formidable team this season. Sahii wako na timu nzuri sana PSV. In fact, ukiangalia PSV ni kama wako poa sana hata kuliko Ajax. Because Ajax, they've lost so much of their players. Because now they've lost their coach. They've lost Martinez to Man United. Apparently, they're going to lose Anthony to United. They've not signed any replacement. They lost Hala, apparently, who is not feeling, he's sick. So I think PSV are a formidable team. I think they're going to pose a challenge to Arsenal. Awoni kama wanaweza maliza hata mbele ya Arsenal, they might go ahead and finish ahead of Arsenal.
No, I don't see that. My prediction here table ni Arsenal at the top the table. Na kwa Europa this time nitaenda na Arsenal. I will back up ni Arsenal achukue hiyo kitu Europa.
They are going to take it, eh?
Najua ni ngumu kwa kuitikia lakini this time wacha ni support Arsenal kwa Europa League.
Kwa Europa League, eh? Wajua pale kuna mzee Mourinho bana. Mourinho is a specialist in winning some of these things, man.
With Roma.
Yes.
Unaona akienda bali ama?
Yeah, when you look at him, wajua sasa saizi ukiangalia when you look at Roma wako na players wazuri. Ukiangalia they signed Dybala, they've signed Matic, and there's one player that I really love from their team, anaitwa Oliveira. Player fulani alikuwa. Remember when he played against Porto, one of their best players who was not there was Oliveira. Alikuwa captain wao, midfield player. So wamemchukua huyo, walikuwa naye toka last season, wako na Oliveira, they have Matic, they have Dybala, and then they've signed I heard they are going to sign a new player anaitwa Belotti, Andrea Belotti, one of the best strikers. Alikuwa kichezea Torino. So when I look at Roma, is also a formidable team in that in Europa League. What do you think about that? In their group they have wako na Ludogorets, Real Betis ni kabaya pia. And
Real Betis.
HJK.
Unajua Mourinho pia ako na legacy ya kuchukua na cups whatever he is. Hata kama akichukua team fulani na a win cup, so na sometime unapata it's about coach na
it's about the manager.
It's about the manager. Na kama venye umesema those players are quality players. Wezi underrate. So Roma is a threat kwa Europa na I think pia watagofa. As long as they coordinate. Najua pia nimeona pia wame affected na some few injuries.
Nani Roma?
Roma. Kuna player amekuwa injured. Sikumbuki jina lake lakini Mourinho pia amerusa.
Merudi, I think if you're talking about Spinazzola is back.
He's back, eh?
Yeah, he's back. Spinazzola is back. They have a very good squad.
If wakifuata wenye wanaambiwa na Mourinho, Mourinho is a good coach. He's a good coach na it's also a tactician, eh? Although what tunasema na defensive game sometimes it's help. Hata process mpira na without you winning sometimes does not help. So it's about winning. So I think
it's about winning, and for Mourinho that is what he's good at. He's specializing in winning finals, winning games in cup competition is really done well. So guys, if you're here for the first time and you're watching, please can you slap that like button and also subscribe to this channel so that every time you're here you will be the first one to see and see us discuss issues here. Drop your comment. Tell me what you think about Arsenal. Are they going to win this Europa League this season? About Man United, do you think they're going to win this Europa League this season, or we'll have a surprise team? Of course, we have Roma, we have Arsenal, Man United. These are the teams that probably will go ahead and win this cup. Or if you think there is another surprise team yenye inaweza kuja na ichukue hiki kombe, you can also tell us in the comment section below. So tumesema, what about United? United hawaoni kama wanaweza chukua kikombe?
Man U.
Yeah.
Mimi hata kama umechapa nini, wamechapa Liverpool
Yeah.
Bado sijawafeel vile. I need to see some good games. Unajua pre-season pia walikuwa wamechapa Liverpool. Liverpool 4 goals, goals. So kuchapa Liverpool tena, you can't judge the game tuseme Man U imerudi. We must watch like 2 to 3 games ili tuseme Man U imerudi kwa form. But again, they have a good coach, they have quality players. It's about coordination. If wakiweza utilize players wenye wako nao pia they can be a threat. Shida yenye kwa Man U ni coordination, na sometimes unapata coach hata hajajua squad wake, hajajua who is supposed to play where. Sometimes unaona venye anarege squad iko na issue. Sometimes ukiweka player kwenye hajazoea kucheza na na coordination haikuwi mzuri, they can't deliver.
They cannot deliver. So you see, when you look at Man United, as you said, in fact I back you on what you say. Ukiangalia United, kuna wakati mwingine unapata unaona Maguire plays well with Lindelof. Sometimes Maguire plays well with Varane. Now you've seen Maguire, you've seen Varane playing well with Martinez. But remember, a game that they played against Brentford, Varane, I think Maguire was there. Is it Maguire? Yeah, Maguire was there against Martinez. But Martinez had performed vizuri. He was not doing well. So it's about the coordination. Sometimes they do well and sometimes they don't do well. Up front, sometimes Bruno plays well, Martial plays well. At the midfield, sometimes Fred anakuwa na game of the man of the match game. Sometimes unapata there's not much consistent. Some of these players at United are not players that you can really depend on. Apart from a few, I think sometimes, of course, sometimes you find De Gea anakuwa na man of the match game. In fact, unapata De Gea anawabeba sana. Lakini at some time unapata De Gea bado ndio flop. So they don't really have a player that unaweza sema this is a player that they can back on to at least continue helping them in the competition.
That's the thing, they lack consistent in whatever they are doing. So unapata kama venye unasema De Gea sometimes is not consistent. Sometimes ana save team, sometimes anauza. Na kwa hizi games EPA is about winning each and every match.
Yeah.
Whether it's a big match or na ukianza ku lose point at this stage, sometimes you can't catch up. Kuna point zenye unaweza lose. Pia players they lack morale. The moment team inaanza kujiona iko huko chini, players also lack morale na sometimes it's about motivation. It's about believing in yourself. Na ndio maana kitu yenye mani na is that believe they can deliver. Na pia the other thing me huwa nasema as a coach,
welcome.
Huwa nasema as a coach, unaona the back four ama back three, anastahili amejua who ni nani na nani wanafanya link up vizuri. Back four ama back three, depending on the system when unacheza, wanaweza kutumia kama wayuza. One mistake kwa back four ama ili kulingana na system yenye unacheza, unajua it costs a goal. Na ndio maana I think bado hajajua nani back 4 ama back 3 na system yao. That's the thing yenye coach anastahili think.
So even from how they performed against Liverpool, you don't rate them. You feel like it was of course Liverpool did miss a lot of opportunity, and it was a chance for someone like Martinez to show his game. He was really blocking each and every shot that Liverpool were trying to shoot at their goal. So you feel like even with them beating their bitter rivals, you don't think they've done enough to convince you that they will go ahead and win probably a Europa League?
I can't judge Manu Liverpool, Manu with the Liverpool for now. Because it's the thing they have done in a pre-season. They have scored 4 goals. Then I can't judge. It's like judging Chelsea with Arsenal last season. You know, Chelsea, Arsenal imekuwa imetukalia. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm judging Tottenham with Chelsea venye tumekuwa tukichapa Tottenham. That's siwezi determine game with such matches because hizo matches sometimes it's about maybe ni players venye wana approach your game wanasema we can't be beaten by a certain na sometimes the match is about motivation na morale yenye iko na players. So I think to judge Man you need to see like 3 games.
You see, especially when you're doing these camp competitions, you are supposed to have a solid defense. Shouldn't leak so many goals because you should have a stable. Because some of these teams after the group stages, it will be all about knockout competitions. Unaenda kwa game, if you don't play well, if you will have an off day, unapoteza game because if you don't have a solid team, the team that can be very solid at the back, very very clinical in front, sidhani kama unaweza win these competitions. Yeah, guys, if you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel, please, and give this video a like so that each and every time when you're here, you will be the first one to know and you will be given a notification to tell you that we are having a discussion of football here. And today, we are talking about Manchester United and Arsenal, and to some extent, we are talking about Roma. These are the 3 teams that we expect to go ahead and win the Europa League because these are the teams that have the experience, have quality, and they have good coaches. With Arsenal, they have Mikel Arteta. With Man United, they have Erik ten Hag. And with Roma, of course, they have the winner himself, Jose Mourinho, who has won it. I think he has won it twice. I'm not sure. I think the one that I can remember, he won it with United, and he also went on and won a UEFA Conference League. So this is a man with his stage. I mean, with his CV, he's a man who anaweza shinda hizi vikombe, and probably Jose anaweza leta some competition in to hizi teams za England, but we expect England teams with the quality that they have. Now that they have Casemiro, unaonaje Casemiro? Do you think that Casemiro adds something to this team, to Man United?
Yeah, najua is a quality player na the other thing akona experience so I can't adapt na expect perform. I expect kuwa na immediate impact. The top players na if coach akijua kumutilize, you can be a top player but the coach alemewa kuutilize venye inafaa, so it's about the coach utilize na ajue the link up. Unajua hezi perform peke yake, it's about the team thing even if you are top player na team high perform as a team, you can't do anything. Maybe Ronaldo, even if Ronaldo is a world class player, hezi perform peke yake, he needs other team members to do so.
Lakini Ronaldo anataka kutoka.
Yeah, you know Ronaldo hajazoea kukosa nini kucheza Champions League, that's the issue.
Yeah, he's someone mwenye anapenda, he always thrives in Champions League. That is where he loves playing. So sijui kama this time kutaendaje maze.
Lakini naona kama hajatoka sasa hivi sidhani atatoka. The chances
but remember last season alitoka very late, man.
So there is still possibilities.
There is a possibility because I remember when he was at Juve, alicheza the last game of, in fact, alicheza the first 3 games of the season akiwa Rome, akiwa Juve. Then he left at the very end, at the tail end of and he came in England. He found Man United had already played 2 games, so he can still go. And there are news that he's heading to Napoli.
The other issue, who is willing to spend that much for Ronaldo?
You see, with Ronaldo, you cannot only get what he does in the field. Apart from what he does in the field, there's so much he does off field, especially in the business side of it. Ronaldo akitoka timu yako mazema t-shirts CR7 zinabaiwa sana. So now remember when he went to Juventus, he upgraded the level of that league, and we started following the league. So with him heading back to Napoli or heading back to Serie A, probably that is going to at least ipandishe hiyo status ya nini ya Napoli. And remember, the last time they had a big player was when they had Maradona at Napoli. So I think with Ronaldo, they will have two big players wamewahi grace their field. So if he will end up going to Napoli, I think it's going to be a good to them in the side of business. Commercially atawasaidia, but on the field I'm not sure kama atawasaidia, because the way they play pale wako na, I think they have a Nigerian striker anaitwa Osimhen. Osimhen plays for them and he does well for them. I'm not sure whether they are going to allow Ronaldo to come in and try and amtoe huyo Osimhen. Osimhen is a good player who is young, hungry, and ready to help them going forward. I don't know whether they are ready to sacrifice him for Ronaldo.
It's a tough one. It's a tough question. I think Ronaldo, nikifanya analysis yangu, if I look at things from when he was Real Madrid, then he went to Juventus, then he went to Liverpool. Ronaldo, where he has performed na kwenye amewin so much titles in Real Madrid.
So yeah, he's done that.
The other team has not created so much impact. He went to Juve to win Champions League with Juve, but that didn't happen. So I think Ronaldo didn't happen. I think Ronaldo, if he can create a way to go back to Real Madrid, the better. I think he can redeem himself. Look at Hazard right now. He performed very well at Chelsea, but at Real Madrid, he's doing nothing. Sometimes the system yenye msi anatumia, I think really matters. And also environment yenye iko. Sometimes unaona player anaenda club fulani anakosa kuperform. Sasa tunataka kuuza ZH.
Yeah, but it seems like hiyo deal ya ZH ni kama ina collapse, because the way I've heard kama salary yake iko juu. Salary yake iko juu.
It's a complicated deal. But Kenya nilikuwa nataka kusema the point ni, if you look at ZH was a top player at Ajax, if you look at Tifana was a top player at
Leipzig. At Leipzig, he was a top player at Leipzig and generally at Germany.
But the moment when they all wakakuja Chelsea, things change. We can see the quality in them, but you can't rate them at the level at that moment. So, to my advice, if Ronaldo can create a way a road to Real Madrid, I think there he can redeem himself. Retire as an legend.
And have you heard that United are also looking for Asensio from Madrid? Apparently, they are also looking for Asensio. I don't know whether. Do you really think that Asensio fits them?
What Manu is doing,
Yes.
It's like wanataka Real Madrid players wengi, si Asensio peke yake.
Wanataka consolidate to their Champions League winning squad.
I don't know how they can convince him for someone to come.
But he's ready to leave. I think he's ready to leave there. He's not happy at Madrid. Apparently, he wants to leave, and the only place that probably he'll go is Man United. And I think they've approached him.
Let's wait and see. Lakini a player atoke Real Madrid kwenye anacheza Champions League to Europa League. Anyway, money talks.
Yeah, money talks. And what I'm seeing with United now, their owners are trying to spend every coin that they have, because they had that their fans were almost walikuwa wanataka kustage a demonstration, and they were not happy with the way their club was being led. Now they're trying to spend so much money so that they can change the situation at United. Do you think the problem at United is how they buy players, or it's far deeper than what they do? Then it's far deeper than buying players and changing managers.
For now, Manu, I can't say what the real problem is, because if the team that they're having now, they have quality players,
They have
but
quality
they
players.
and also they have a quality coach. You can't underrate him. I don't
Yeah.
know whether the management of the club maybe undermines decision of the coach. Sometimes I really wonder why Maguire anaanzishwa kila timu kila game. And sometimes unaona mistake yenye anafanya. We know we are Chelsea fans. If you do such thing in a Chelsea game, next game is expect kuexpect upate kwa nini kwa starting lineup. Ama ufanye such a mistake kwa Mourinho, don't expect you to start in the next game, because some need to be punished. You can't repeat mistake today, tomorrow, the day after, and you expect the same results. So I think they need to let the coach
Do what? No, because it's the only technical person they have there at United. So thank you guys. I can see 9 of you watching. Please, if you're here for the first time and you've not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel so that each and every time when we have a discussion here, you will get a notification telling you that we are here discussing about matters football. And today here we are discussing about Manchester United, Arsenal, and to some extent Roma. This is a draw. We have gotten a draw, Europa League draw. We are discussing about them. Do they have an easy draw, or you think that they have a very difficult draw? These teams, do you think they are going to go ahead and win this cup? Are you confident as a Man United fan? Are you confident as an Arsenal fan that these two teams are going to meet in the final? Probably they're going to meet in the final. Or you think, because we have Roma in this competition, do you think Roma are also going to go ahead and win this competition? Now that they have Jose Mourinho as their manager, who is known to competing and winning titles, he's a winner. Do you expect Roma to go ahead and win this competition? They have good players. They have Dybala, they have Matic. They also have Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham, a former Chelsea player who won Champions League with Chelsea. Do you think that he will help them go over the line and win the Europa League? Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Tell me where you're listening us from, the city, the country, also the continent. So, as you say, you see, for me, I'm not so much convinced with. I don't know why you go ahead and call Eric Ten Hag. He's a great man. What has he really done? I've not seen him doing anything that surprises me. Yes. What do you think as a Man United fan? What do you think as a Man United fan? Are you happy with what Eric Ten Hag is doing at Man United? Are you happy with it? Does he have a pedigree to go ahead and win a Europa League? Is he a good manager? Is he really a good manager? Tell me in the comment section below what you think about Eric Ten Hag. In this group of Man United, Real Sociedad and Sheriff and Omonoya, do you think that Man United can go ahead and win the Europa League? If you think that they will go ahead and win the Europa League, you can always tell me in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about United. For me, I think Man United, this is their only hope. This is their only chance to get through and win the place of going to the Champions League, because when you look at English Premier League, they've not started well. Of course, they won their third game of the season. They won against Liverpool, something that will always give them the confidence going forward. But when you look at the teams at England, most of the teams have improved. Look at a team like Nottingham Forest. They're signing so many players. So far, they've signed 17 players. You look at Newcastle United. They did well against City. They did well against City. They got a draw against City, one of the best team in England, the best team in the land. But they went ahead and got a draw with City. Now they're also strengthening their team. They've got Alexander Isak from Real Sociedad. This is a good player who is going to add something to their team. Do you think this is going to be the only way for Man United to get to the Champions League? Because if they go ahead and win the Europa League, because when you look at the teams that are there, they have not so much quality as United. They have some of the teams that are in this Europa League. They don't have so much quality as Arsenal. Of course, at the second stage of this group, you will end up getting teams that are going to League stage to come to Europa League. For those are the teams that probably will pose some challenge to some of these teams like Arsenal, Man United, and Roma. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you think Man United will go ahead and win this trophy, the Europa League trophy, going by the group. Of course, they have a very good group, a very easy group. The only challenge probably will be Real Sociedad. With Arsenal, they have a very good group. The only challenge probably will be PSV and Hoven. Roma, the only challenge they'll have probably Real Betis and Ludogorets. These are the teams that I expect myself. I expect Roma, Man United, and Arsenal to lock horns and win this Europa League. These are the teams that I expect to go ahead and win this Europa League. Probably some of the teams that will be dropping from the Champions League stages will join these three teams. Probably in Champions League, some of the teams that will end up dropping. Like we had a group of death that consisted of Roma, that consisted of Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona. One of the giants will be dropping to Europa League. Probably Barcelona will drop to Europa League. If you think Barcelona are going to drop to Europa League and pose some challenge to these teams, the likes of Arsenal, Man United, and Roma, if Barcelona drops to this, you will always expect Barcelona, with the quality that they have, the manager that they have, the players that they have, they will go ahead and pose some challenge to these three teams. That is one of the a group of death. There's another group that consists of Chelsea, AC Milan, and Salzburg. If one of the giants drop to the Europa League, they will pose a challenge to these three teams. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. And if you are here for the first time, please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel so that each and every time when you are here, you will be the first one to know. You will be the first one to know what we are discussing here. And some of the topics that we are discussing today, we are talking about Man United. We are talking about Man United and Arsenal. Do you think they're in a safe group? They have a very easy group stage games. If you think they have a very good group stage games, you can go ahead and share with me. Tell me what you think. With me, I think Arsenal have an upper hand. They can really pose a challenge to these teams, the likes of Roma and Man United, because with Arsenal, they have a very young team, an angry team, a good coach, and of course, Arsenal, the last time they got to the final, they lost it to Chelsea. Chelsea that had a good side quality. Of course, they had Hazard, they had Giroud. Yes, they lost to a very good team. So it's not something that they should worry about. This season, they have a good chance. They have a good coach. They have a good striker. They have Gabriel Jesus, who is a good striker. Given a chance, he is someone who can give you 20 to 30 goals in a season. So I think this is the only chance that Arsenal has to go ahead and win this trophy. Then the only thing with Arsenal is that they'll have it easy in this year Europa League, because most of the big giants are not in this cup this season, because most of the times. Oh, sorry guys, there's some darkness, but we can still continue about it. Tell me what you think about United. Tell me what you think about Arsenal. Do you think Arsenal are going to go ahead and win the Europa League? Do you think Man United will go ahead and win the Europa League? If you think Man United will go ahead and win the Europa League, you can also tell me in the comment section below. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Tell me the city, tell me the country. You can also tell me the continent where you're tuning in from. Tell me what you think about Arsenal. For me, I think Arsenal, this is the only chance they have to win this cup. So thank you so much. It seems that I've lost some light, and it's going to be a challenge for me to be seen in camera. So thank you so much for those people who have joined me today. Please subscribe to this channel so that every time you're here, you will be the first one to know when we have a discussion here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet at 10 p.m. Kenyan time, East African time, when we'll be doing a preview of all the weekend games that will be happening this weekend. Thank you so much for all of you who have joined me today. make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that each and every time we are here, you will be the first one to know. Thank you so much. See you then. Bye.